can't reach it. Well, once I find a way to get out of this class, I will be better able to pluck or pull your negative energy and engage with you, my viewers and or subscribers. But what we can do is a reflection meditation. So, as per usual, take some deep breaths with me. Let me try not to fog up the class. And out. In one more. And out. Very nice. And don't you fog up my class either. So, as we get into this meditation, you can either behold my visage looking back at you. Sorry, like that sounded less creepy in my head. Or you can close your eyes. Whichever is more comfortable for you, that's fine. But by the end of this session, I will hopefully be out of your mirror. And back to where I'm supposed to be. But we shall see. Anywho, so as we get nice and comfortable in a seated or lying down position, you can sit on the floor and gaze into the mirror, or you can lie on the bed or in a chair, sit in a chair, whatever's more comfortable for you. Okay. Close your eyes, but just kind of take time to reflect. We're taking things inward this session. Usually, I like to help you guys to open and expand your mind, or ground you, help you to just find calmness. And in a lot of ways, this is going to be similar to all of that, but we're taking things inward. Reflect inward. Who are you, really? What do you want out of life? These are the questions I want you to pose to yourself, and keep these questions in your mind as you reflect. What are your goals? What are your dreams? Who are you internally? I know in today's world, especially with social media, I can't keep breathing in and breathing out. In today's world of social media, a lot of us kind of lose track of us. We lose track of who we are. And even as somebody who's older, sometimes I too will need to take a step back and remind myself who I was becoming as I was getting older. Because, life can change you. But this is our moment to just kind of step back into ourselves. What do you contribute to the world, to society, to your family? It doesn't even have to be as big as like your community or anything like that, the world as a whole. But who are you within your community, within your family structure? Are you somebody who takes the lead? Are you somebody who is more of a support system? Are you the healer? Are you the advisor? Are you the protector? I finally had a chance to stop being so busy. I finally had a moment to not bombard myself with tasks as a distraction. That's partially why I created this channel in the first place. I mean, originally it was because, like, I wanted to offer, impart knowledge, maybe teach people things. That's why I wanted to do the apothecary cards. That was fun. And little quizzes and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it wasn't about the knowledge. It wasn't about teaching people. It was about helping people. And at my core, I want to help people relax. I want to give people sanctuary. I want to give people a place where they can be comfortable. I wanted to build a community more than anything. And it's a small community, sure, but it's growing slowly, and that makes me happy. And so, I pose the question back to you. What makes you happy? What do you enjoy? What do you want to offer to the world? And you don't have to tell me in the comments. You don't even have to say it out loud. It can be internal. You can think it in your mind. What it is that you want. Let those thoughts just kind of come in and settle to the bottom. And whatever sinks in, whatever resonates, whatever thought, and there are no wrong answers to this, but whatever settles to the bottom of your mind, whatever sinks and settles to the bottom of your mind, whatever image is reflected back in you, when you look in the mirror and ask yourself, what do I want to do? What do I want to contribute? What do I want to bring to the table in any given situation? Who am I? What am I? What do I want? And just think and just sit with that question. Sit with those questions. And again, you don't have to ask this image reflected back at you. You can look in your own mirror and ask that at any time. Or you can take this opportunity here and now and really just calm yourself and breathe. Get yourself in a healthy, calm, relaxed headspace and mind space. Because that's what helped me to figure myself out in my big old age of 40. But truth be told, I always knew what I wanted out of life, and even if it wasn't to create an ASMR channel, I knew from a very young age I wanted to build a community. And for me, a little insight into my life, a little peek, into my reflective world. For me, that meant food. I always wanted to manage a small cafe or bakery. Specifically, think of it like something like Starbucks, but like on a smaller scale, or a small independently owned business. Just some place where people can come in, relax, have a pastry, have a coffee, have a cup of tea, the kind of thing that, and I can't speak on behalf of other countries, but the kind of thing that over the course of 2020, during the pandemic and beyond, I feel like a lot of people lost. And I'm sorry if you can hear people chatting in the background. They're really just, no matter where I am, there just never seems to be a moment of peace. But yeah, so, where was I going again? Oh, that's right, sorry. And it really meant a lot to me, and I wanted to share that piece with the world, where, it's just sort of like community and food, and I think that's something we can can all get behind. But, you know, again, you know, I keep reflecting it back to you. What's your story? You know, and again, you don't have to tell me. That's okay if you don't want to express it openly. I myself like to talk to people. I like to build communities. So whenever I see that subscriber count go up, whenever I see a video has gotten a lot of views and a handful of likes, that makes me smile, that makes me happy, because it shows like, oh my gosh, I'm talking to people through the internet and like they're engaging back. They like it. You know, they like being here. But just take time. Just take time. And if who you are deep inside is somebody who just wants peace and quiet, or to be alone with your thoughts, that's okay. You don't have to speak on this channel. You can lurk if you like. I always welcome a lurker. I always welcome a lurker in this channel who just wants to kind of quietly watch the videos and just kind of lurk in the shadows and listen to me do all the talking. A lot of my closest friends, you know, will just listen to me ramble on and yammer on about this, that, or the other, you know, but as we're breathing deeply and trying to get back on track again, reflecting the conversation back and forth, just think, I hope that me yammering is at least giving you some ideas. Perhaps you're like me and you like to talk to people. Maybe there's some things that you can do within your community. Like you can organize people, or you can like publicly speak on things, or even create a YouTube channel of your own and talk about topics that mean a lot to you. If you do, just let me know. And I definitely want to check it out. I love being part of communities. I love joining things. I found, and so I will totally be your biggest supporter, and I'll be rooting for you, from the ground level. Or maybe you're on the opposite end, and again, like I said, you'd rather just kind of stay in the background. You don't want to be noticed. You just want to kind of help from the sidelines. Or maybe you have knowledge to impart. Maybe you're somebody who has all this knowledge floating around in your head. Or maybe you're a leader. I love a leader. You know, maybe you're somebody who is really good at, like, managing people or organizing things. Or maybe it doesn't even have to be so abstract. Maybe it's something practical, like you're really good at fixing things. You know, and that's what you bring to the community. Like maybe you're a handyman or a handy woman. You know, just different things to think about. But I feel as though I've yammered on long enough. I hope I've given you some ideas. I may do another video in which I do a little less talking and a little less bombarding you with ideas and a little more letting you just kind of sit with your thoughts. But I hope this was helpful. If it was, absolutely like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. But to end this off, I am going to find my way out this mirror and into whatever other shenanigans I get myself into. So with that, always remember to stay hydrated and get of sleep. And just know that I will always, always, always see you in the next one.